Hi friends, fellow TTCers and purveyors of YouTube. So today was the big day, my HSG, and so I wanted to go over how that went with you guys. That way, if you're out there and you want to know what it's like, I'm going to try to give you the skinny. Alright, here we go. So, I go to a radiology center, which is up in Scottsdale, about half hour away from work. Pretty crazy drive. And it's a really nice place. It's huge. It literally takes up like a block of street space. So I walk in there and do paperwork and all that jazz. Thank goodness that I have two insurances. I have mine and my husband's health insurance. And because it can be considered like an infertility treatment sometimes, and some insurances do cover it, some don't, but luckily mine does. And it might be because I had ruptured appendix and they wanted to make sure that that did not affect anything. And the HSG stands for the hysterosalpingogram, and that's basically where you're under an x-ray and you get ink or contrast injected into your uterus and watch it flow out of your tubes. If it does not flow out of your tubes, then it means there is a blockage, and blockage can come from ruptured appendix, various other things that could happen. So the point is, being under the x-ray with the contrast, you can see immediately whether or not you have the blocked tubes. And if you happen to have some debris in there, it is said, some studies shown, that it actually helps increase fertility because it opens the tubes. That's the, Wikipedia version, I guess you would say. Craig. Anyway, so went in there and it was really neat because there's a section just for HSG patients, and they literally have like a sign on one of the bathrooms that's in that women's section. And it says for HSG patients only, because afterwards you have to like run to the bathroom because things are dripping, which I thought was really cool because, it was just really sectioned off. You didn't feel like, it really didn't feel like a radiology center. It felt like a woman's clinic. There was like 3 or 4 different rooms in that particular hallway. And I had a nurse and a radiologist, and they're both women, and they were so nice and made me feel really comfortable. I really hate womanly exams. I don't know any woman, sorry, that likes a speculum, and if you do, hats off to you, but I did not get the clamp around my cervix, so thank God, because that would have been crazy painful. But what they did was they sat me on the table, and it was just like a flat table propped up to the edge. She inserted the speculum. She cleaned my cervix twice with a solution, and then she inserted the catheter, and there goes the pain. It was excruciating, and it was like the worst 45 seconds that I've ever experienced. And she said that's normal for women who haven't had a baby because that area hasn't stretched yet. So they insert the catheter into your cervix to inject the contrast, and then as that is happening and you're in a lot of pain, you got to scoot up about like a foot so that way the x-ray panel can be over your ovaries and your tubes. So when that was going, I had a couple tears running down my face because it was just so painful, and I was breathing heavy, and I was trying to look at my x-ray, but it was just so painful that I really couldn't focus. So, well, the good news is that my tubes are not blocked. Yay! So there could have been some minor blockages that the HSG cleared up for me, which I'm hoping is the case, just because we're still trying to find out why. I haven't been able to get pregnant, and because I had a ruptured appendix, there could have been any kind of like plugging or debris in my tubes, because it's very common. So the good news is that there isn't anything restricting it that they could tell from the HSG. After she relieved the pressure from the balloon from the catheter, that was the most painful part. It was like instantly better, and I just had mild cramping and bleeding shortly after. So I ran to the bathroom, did my thing, changed my clothes, came back in, grabbed my purse, and I was free to go. And as I was walking out, I saw the doctor and just said, "Hey, thank you very much." She's like, "That's weird." She's like, "Usually people don't thank me for hurting." And I'm like, "Well, I'm hoping that this is going to be something that'll help, us conceive our child." And she says, "I hope so too." And the nurse told me also, rewind, when I was laying there before the doctor came in, she said, one of our patients got pregnant, I guess she came in and did it, and she got pregnant like a month later, and was able to let them know that. And I thought that was kind of interesting. They do say that it increases your chances, so I'm hoping I get the baby dust, and I hope you get the baby dust if you're trying to TTC. And if you've had an HSG and want to leave a comment below, that'd be awesome. If you'd like to subscribe and watch me in my journey, do it, and let me know what you think about my HSG experience, and if you know anybody who had success with theirs. So I do get some blood tests to see whether or not I have PCOS, the polycystic ovarian syndrome. I'm going to be getting that done on Friday. So a lot of new exciting treatments and or progress, I guess. So gotta go do my homework now. So thanks for watching. Bye.